Welcome to Orson PI Midnight at the Grand Hotel. This is a short little detective demo that we're going to play, and let's check it out. The tutorial in Chapter 2. Early access supporters will receive free updates. To prevent locks, you are limited to the second floor of the hotel in this version. July 1949. Chicago. Of all the stars at the Grand Hotel, who shone the brightest? Was it the Queen of the Silver Screen on the 7th floor? The Prince of a Far-Off Land on the 6th? Maybe the Television Tycoon on the 4th? Not quite. They paled in comparison to a small but mighty force on the 1st floor. The true star of the Grand Hotel. Imagine a brilliant gem dressed in blue. The Midnight Diamond. Isn't it lovely? Asked many a viewer. So shiny! What I wouldn't do to have a diamond like that. For most, it was a fleeting fancy. They saw it and walked on by. For others, the diamond had a magnetic pull, an allure that defied all reason. It became an obsession. An obsession that turned upstanding citizens into lowly crooks. And for those who were already morally dubious, the wildest of schemes would enter their minds. This story follows one such scheme. 12 guests of the Grand Hotel have been called by the Midnight Diamond. 2 on each of the hotel's habitable floors. It's up to one employee to stop them, a young detective named Orson P.I. Yes, give me a tutorial. Learn the basics. Okay, look around. Use L to walk, move, R to... Okay. Scroll wheel to zoom. Press the middle button for first person view. Let's not do that. Press down or space to open doors. Space is also used to start conversations. Continue dialogue with space. Orson, my boy, how great is it to see ya? It is to see us. I mean, to see you. Thanks. Who are you? You'll find out soon enough. Tell me now. You'll find out soon enough. What am I doing here? You're here to learn how to play the game. What game? You'll find out. You look like me, but bald. That's because I'm you. Wait. On to the tutorial. Okay. Ready to learn about doors? Not really, but I guess I don't have a choice. Great. So not all doors are openable. Got it? Got it. You can find out if a door is openable by trying to open it. You're kidding! If it opens, it's openable, and when I open this one, it'll be the end of the tutorial. That was quick. So you want more? Okay. No. Alright, it's customary in the Grand Hotel to ask a quiz question to visitors. Really? It's customary in the Grand Hotel to ask questions to potential visitors. Yes. Let's try this one. Of the following, what is the hottest? Cold water, the sun, or ice? The sun. Very good, I'll let you through. Please step into the center of the next room and wait to be transported into another dimension. And again, don't forget to tip. Who am I tipping? Not you. I'm supposed to stand in the center of the room. There we go. Characters! Miss Loretta Fay is the captain. Mrs. Bertha Kingsley is the chaperone. Miss Harrietta Henry is the belle. Miss Clara Clement is the rookie. Miss Pauline Hughes is the ingenue. Putting on the Fitz. You probably haven't heard of the Fitzgerald Follies. You may not even know what a folly is. The Follies were singers who couldn't sing, dancers who couldn't dance, and actors who couldn't act. Despite these shortcomings, they sold out theaters from coast to coast for decades. They offered something that was hard to find these days. Those days. Pure entertainment. They had colorful lights. They had acrobatics. They had a somewhat competent band. As for the Follies themselves, coined the glitziest gals on either side of paradise. What they lacked in talent, they made up for with chutzpah. I have no idea if I said that right. You're about to meet their head coach, Loretta. She's the tone setter for the whole operation. You'll also meet two of her underlings, Clara and Pauline. One's a rookie, one's a veteran. Both have plenty of attitude. Then there's Harrietta, a Southern belle who would do anything to join the team. Finally, there's Bertha, Harrietta's chaperone. Not that Harrietta would ever need a chaperone. Oh, and I almost forgot. Naturally, two of this quintet are planning to steal the Midnight Diamond. You should probably find out which ones. Welcome to the Grand Hotel on the 2nd floor. Putting on the fits. Answer a trivia question to enter Loretta's suite. Enter 204. East. This is just for me to look at. We're on 11 and I need 204. 206, 222, 223. I'm not anywhere near. I don't know what this is symbolizing at all. Because if I'm over by 206, I should be in the opposite corner. Whatever. 205. Oh, 04 should be. Hello. Man, I run. Look at that. Pew. Here we go. Woo! Woo! Anyways, 204. Yeah, what do you want? I'm here from Lawndale Prep doing an article on the lives of celebrities living at the Grand Hotel. Can I come in and ask a few questions? Maybe. First, I got a question for you, though. Okay. What is the name of the popular 1920s dance that, according to its lyrics, was made in Carolina? I have no idea. I'm gonna go with the Charleston. Was I correct? You're about to conduct your first interview. To progress, you'll need to find 3 pieces of information. Check the top right for the keys. Ready? Sure. Hello. Who ran afoul of the Follies? What drives Loretta and is Loretta respected? That fireplace is loud. Thanks for letting me in, ma'am. Yeah, don't go making yourself at home. Say you're not a cop, are ya? No. For some reason I believe you. Go ahead. Some questions. Tell me about your work. Time for some professional questions. What's your line? I'm the head trainer and choreographer for the Fitzgerald Follies, America's greatest entertainment troupe. There's 30 dancers, 20 acrobats, 10 tumblers, 5 fire breathers, 4 pin jugglers, 3 fire-breathing pin jugglers, 2 mimes, and a guy who does calculus problems while hanging upside down from a high bar. Anything else? How long have you been dancing for? I've been dancing so long I can't keep track. I guess since birth. Don't ask when that was if you want to keep your hat on. But I do know it's been 15 years here, 10 as the head gal. I'm lucky and proud. I'm proud of you too. Don't get carried away, kid. Sorry. Anything else? Can I join? Oh, honey, we don't have any spots open right now, but I'll keep you posted. Just don't come knocking on my door every night asking for a tryout. That's oddly specific. Has that ever happened? Go on, I won't tell anyone. So this is one girl, Harrietta. She's not one of us, just some random girl, student maybe. Ever since she got here, she's been bugging me night and day about a tryout. I tell her, I'll let you know. Interesting. Yeah, and by the way, don't get any ideas about talking to that girl. She's such a spoiled little thing that you need an appointment to see her. An appointment, can you believe that? Like she's a doctor or something. Maybe she is a doctor. She isn't a doctor. What kind of doctor? She isn't one. All right. No need to yell. Just making sure I get all the facts straight, ma'am. Somehow, I doubt it. Well, I'm looking to interview as many people as possible. How do I get an appointment? Yuck. First of all, I wouldn't, but if you really have to, talk to her chaperone, Mrs. Kingsley. She's in 222. Anything else? Do you like your coworkers? Look, I'm the boss, so if I'm working with someone, I probably like them. And if I don't like them, they won't be working for me much longer. And that way, I certainly do get along with my coworkers. Anyways, I need some gossip for my story. Straight to the point. I like it, kid. But you're not getting gossip from me. Let me tell you, dancing is hard enough. You had gossip and drama and woof, forget about it. Anyway, do you have a favorite pupil? Playing favorites is a good way to lose your job. That said, anyone who works hard has my respect. I guess I have a lot of favorites then, because we have some good kids here. Anyways. What do you like most about your work? I'm all about practice, so what drives me is seeing these kids go from, maybe being a little lost to really having it down. Even if the audience isn't all in on something, I'm happy to see my team working together. Make sense? Are you really okay with an unhappy audience? That's not what I said. Look, I have 2 jobs. I put the routines together and then I get the team to perform it. If the crowd goes crazy, it's because of their performance. If they're bored, that's my fault as the choreographer and I can take it. What I can't take is my girls not putting the work in. If you're a coach, you'd understand. I see. Probably. Makes sense? Is it true that you get free popcorn? Huh? I heard that everyone who works on the show gets free caramel popcorn whenever they want, even if the kitchen is closed. They'll open it and make the popcorn for you right there, and if they don't have the right ingredients, they'll go buy them, and it's free. No, that's not true. Ask your manager about it. You should be getting your free popcorn. I am the manager, no free popcorn. If I were a manager, I would give myself and everyone free popcorn forever. That's nice, kid, but no. Make sense? I see. I have a questionnaire. Let's get to know you better. Do I have to do all of these? Is Loretta respected? If you had $1 million, how would you spend it? Spend it? Honey, if I ever see $1 million, I'm not touching it. That's a setup if I've ever seen one. 1 million stinkers? Ha! A setup? I don't know how to explain that to you, kid. You'll have to learn it on your own. I will take your $1 million if you don't want it. Sure thing. We'll keep in touch. What is your idea of happiness? Peace and quiet. No offense. I am being peaceful and relatively silent. Yes, but it'll be even better when you leave. I see. Again, no offense intended. Let's get to know you better. What is your idea of happiness? Peace and quiet. I already did that. Who's your role model? I had a coach as a kid who kept me working even when I didn't want to, when I thought I wasn't worth a thing. I owe a lot to him. To keep in touch? Now that you mention it, no. I wonder what he's doing now. I should give him a call. Let's talk about the hotel. Let's talk about your experience here at the hotel. Is the Grand Hotel truly grand? Grand schmand. It's good to have a place to stay and I'm grateful, but I could do without the whole superiority thing. What do you think about the food? Ever wonder why there's a sandwich called the Big L at the diner? It's because yours truly is such a loyal patron. Whoa. She has a sandwich named after her at the diner. What do you think of the atmosphere? Snobby, stuck up. I don't want to complain, but there are a lot of people here who don't know how good they have it. Alright, maybe I'm complaining myself, but still. What do you think of your room? Did you say room? Honey, this is a whole suite. Have you made any friends? I've got no time for friends. Are you sure? No time for friends. Have you seen the Midnight Diamond? Yeah, I've seen it. Nice rock. Why? Looking for gift ideas? Gift? Is it for sale? I'm really not an expert on this kind of thing. And that's it. Bye. What am I supposed to do now? Huh? Little hint thing? Loretta says that Harrietta has been causing trouble. We need to make an appointment with Bertha to see Harrietta. Let's go to Bertha's room now. I missed the door. 216, 217. 218. Run! Come on. 19, 20, 21. 222. Oh, I can jump by space. I'm here from Lawndale Prep doing an article on the lives of celebrities living at the Grand Hotel. Can I come in and ask you a few questions? I'm not a celebrity. That's fine. I'm interviewing non-celebrities too. I'm good conversation. I promise. I'm very cultured. Go ahead. Ask me a question. I'll show you. Strauss' 1866 piece by the beautiful Blue Danube was written for which dance style? Wasn't that a waltz? Yeah, look at me. I'm so smart. Bertha's home. Oh, look at that hat. Hello. Let me see. Tell me about your work. What does the chaperone do? What's Henrietta like? And is Bertha the charitable type? What's your line? For the last year, I've had the honor of chaperoning Miss Henrietta Henry of Atlanta, Georgia. She is, however, so well behaved that I sometimes wonder why I even need to be here. What do you do exactly? Naturally, I accompany Miss Henry on her travels in the city. She's an actress and is out and about with the artistic crowd. In the highly unlikely and unprecedented event of misbehavior from Miss Henry, which, again, has never happened ever, it's my duty to resolve such situations. That's what a chaperone does. Sounds like a fancy word for babysitter. You're not wrong. How'd you get this job? A bit of chance had a lot to do with it. You see, I've been a long-time friend of Henrietta's uncle, Cornelius. He told me his niece was studying to be an actress and asked me to watch over her. I was a bit of a thespian myself back in the day. Do you like your coworkers? I haven't any direct peers, so that's a difficult question to answer. Do you like working alone? Well, I'm under the employ of Mr. and Mrs. Henry, both of whom are marvelous and generous and kind people. So no, I wouldn't say I work alone. Do you get a chaperone too? No, people who need chaperones probably can't be them in the first place. Okay, got it. What most do you like about your work? Being around Miss Henry, of course. What a talented young lady she is. Henrietta, according to Henrietta, Bertha is a perfect angel. What are her talents? Acting, singing, dancing, painting. Diamond theft? Pardon? I said, does she thrift? Nice save, dude. I see. No, she doesn't. I hear she's annoying. Pardon? We must be talking about different people. Maybe. I'm talking about Miss Henrietta Henry of Atlanta, Georgia. Who are you thinking of? The nerve! Miss Henry is what? She's Miss Henry. And how is she? She's great, swell, amazing. Are you sure? Yes. Still sure? Sir, I am this close to calling the hotel detective to remove you from my suite. Funny you should mention that. Oh, nothing. Look, if you want to pretend that Henrietta is a perfect angel, go ahead. Just know that I'm here if you ever feel like telling the truth. Thank you. I mean, I am telling the truth. Uh-huh. I have a questionnaire. If you had $1 million, how would you spend it? I have a nephew with 5 kids, a wife, and no work. I'd like to know they're at least eating 3 meals and getting presents at Christmas. Would you give some of it to me? Well, I suppose so. Yes, I think I would. She's the charitable type. Best aunt in the world. What is your idea of happiness? Time with family, reading, hikes in the wilderness, but not too wild and not too steep. In fact, I'd rather stay inside and read. Forget that part of the answer, please. What do you like to read? Right now I'm reading a non-fiction work, English Literature in the Industrial Age. English like the language or English like the nationality? I'm not sure. I haven't gotten that far yet. Who is your role model? Catherine the Great, before she ascended to the throne, not after. She was a queen. Like a prom queen? No, the Empress of Russia. Russia has an empress? They used to have them. And she was one of them? Kate the Great? Yes. Fascinating. When you think about it, there are countries all over the world, aren't there? Let's get to know you better. That was it. Let's talk about the hotel. Is it grand? I would say that the hotel is grand. It's been grand to me, at least. I imagine everyone here has their own situation. But I like mine. What do you think of the food? The muffins are delightful. My physician said a muffin-only diet was a bad idea. Look at me now, the healthiest person in the world. At least the person who's eaten the most muffins. What do you think of the atmosphere? Splendid. There's so much culture here that even if someone wanted to avoid it, they couldn't. You could walk down the hall and trip over a Monet, or more likely some other artist. The room is just fine. It was a little too small for Mrs. Henry and I to share, so the darling politely requested a suite of her own. I'm sure she did, politely. Have you made any friends? I get along with the leader of the Follies, that Loretta. She is, as the rascals say, one tough dame. Have you seen the Midnight Diamond? Why, yes. I always appreciated the fine things in life, and my, is that diamond fine. Are you a member of the Midnight Diamond fan club? I can't say that I am, no. Perhaps if I could join, if I had more information. Can I buy it? I don't think it's for sale, darling. I would ask the manager if I were you. I'm just a guest. And I think that's it. Bye. By the way, is there any chance I can interview Henrietta? I know she's very busy and I don't want to bother her, but... Certainly, she's in her room now. That's good. I heard that I would need to make an appointment with her and thought, wow, that's ridiculous. She has an open door policy on weekends. Appointments are only for weekday meetings. Oh. I see. Thank you for your time. How do I get out of here? Which door is the way out of here? I probably shouldn't go in there.
Hello?
Oh well. Sounds like someone's not telling the whole story. Don't worry, I'm sure Henrietta will fill in the blanks for us. Or maybe not, but let's try anyways. Where is Henrietta? Which room is she? 223. That makes sense. Many ballet moves have fancy names like pirouette and plie. From the language to these terms, including ballet itself, derive French. I'm so smart. I'm so smart. Henrietta's home. Okay. What is Henrietta studying? Who is Henrietta's biggest fan? And what does Henrietta think of the Midnight Diamond? Sorry for intruding, ma'am. That's all right. I always have time for fans. Yes, that absolutely describes me perfectly. I am a fan. I'd like to ask some questions. Tell me about your work. What's your line? Now there's a tricky one. By day I study at America's most prestigious art school. By night I perform at one of its greatest theaters. Am I an actress, an artist, a student artist? That sounds like a lot of work. While we're on the subject, I would like to make a small request for your article. Please do mention my performance as Cinderella at DeKalb High School of Atlanta. Apparently I was so enchanting that some people refused to leave their seats after the show. Can you imagine? Are you a good student? I declare, what an insulting question. I'll have you know that I have been given more perfect grades than any student in the history of the campus. What was your dream job as a kid? To entertain, inspire, to teach people how to feel, how to live, to breathe life into the unmoving. To make the statues cry tears of joy and when appropriate, tears of sadness. In other words, I've always wanted to be an actress. So you like making people sad? If the role calls for that, yes. Got it. What do you like most about your work? That's hard to answer because work means so many things to me. It's hard to pick just one of my professions. I guess it's the price I pay for being so talented. What do you like most about acting? The applause. Tell me more. The more I talk about work, the less work I do, so no. What about painting? Colors. Is that all you have to say? Colors that sing. I'll take it. I have a questionnaire. If you had $1 million, how would you spend it? I'd probably start a show. No, 2 shows. No, an entire troupe. Miss Henry and the Harriettes. Or maybe just the Harriettes. We'd travel the country. Every city in America would want us. We'd make these Fitzgerald Follies look like little losers. Don't you like the Follies? I heard you wanted to join. Well, look, I'll tell you something off the record. Promise me that'll be indeed off the record. I promise. Promise? Promise. The Follies are not my cup of tea, as the British say, or in words you might understand as an American, not my cup of coffee. Thanks for breaking it down like that for me. I had no idea what you meant at first. But even the worst of acts, and the Follies may indeed be the absolute worst of acts, have something to offer an artist such as myself. Right. They have those streamers that fall from the ceiling, and popcorn. No, they have a crowd, every night. And what better way for Miss Henrietta Henry to be known by the masses than to be seen by the masses? Good thinking. I trust you won't tell a soul what I've just revealed to you, otherwise I will feel like a fool telling you my secret. Your secret is safe with me. What is your idea of happiness? When I walk down the street and people say, "There's Henrietta Henry," that's happiness. Does that really happen? More than you'll know. Who's your role model? Me. Not that I've reached my potential, but I just think of how I'll be in the future and look up to that person. Noted. Who's her biggest fan? Herself. Anyone else? Other than my future self, I'm fond of my current self as well, and past. Okay then. Let's talk about the hotel. Is it grand? Well, I live here, don't I? If it wasn't grand before I got here, it is now. The waffles here threw me like no Waffle House before, or actually maybe they aren't that good. Wait, yes they are. You like waffles, got it. I would say the atmosphere is electric, just stunning, perfect really, but what do you mean exactly by atmosphere? What do you think of your company? Or your room? Well, it's rather cold at night here, even in the summer, and I find myself wanting a blanket. Unfortunately, the blankets at the Grand Hotel are not made of my preferred silk, mulberry. In fact, I suspect that they are not silk at all, but linen. Please include all of this in your piece. Got it. Have you made any friends? In fact, yes. There's the wonderful Miss Pauline in room 225 of the many so-called actresses in this building. She is one of the real ones. Do you think I could interview her? Well, I don't see why not. Of course, I'm not her secretary. In fact, the poor doll doesn't have a secretary at all, nor a chaperone. We can't all have everything. Let's talk about your experience. Have you seen the Midnight Diamond? What's that? You really haven't heard of the Midnight Diamond? Oh, the moonlit doormat! No, honey. No, the Midnight Diamond. Mid-flight dial-in? Der Mitternacht Diamant. Oh, sounds delicious. So you don't know it? Nope. The diamond ran away, too bad. Why are you lying? Listen here, Busterette. If you want me to believe that you've never heard of the Midnight Diamond, then you must think I'm the biggest loser to ever lose. Sir, I think there's been a misunderstanding. I didn't say anything about winning or losing. This is going in your profile. Your article for the paper that I write for. The diamond ran away, too bad. What do you mean it ran away? Yep, it just jumped off the seat and... Hold on, wait a second. Yes? I thought you didn't know what the Midnight Diamond was. Well, now I do. It's the diamond that ran away. But... Oh, whatever. Bye! Suspicious character here. Harrietta sure thinks highly of herself. Anyway, it seems like this Clara person might spill the beans on her rival. Okay, that's all the time that I have for this, but it was a lot of fun playing this, and I think I would be really interested to play this when it comes out. So this is definitely going on my wish list. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Bye!